Tenemos ahí dentro. Jadi jemaah sendal bela menjaga tuzanye sana
we stopped at paragraph 16. Maybe only 10 minutes are now coming. If there are any witnesses for the petitioner, we should move out.
I don't think we have.
Sergeant Nambi. Sixteen point 3. It is your statement. The first respondents, agents, and campaigners, Billy Musa, Akyawoza Rita, campaigned for him at Bright Stars Junior Polling Spark Junior School Polling Center by holding his campaign poster within the polling center, asking voters to vote for the first respondent. First, do you have any evidence that the mentioned persons, agents, the first respondent?
Yes, my lord.
Where is that evidence?
As is contained in
take us then to the evidence attached to those affidavits that these names are agents. Because you already explained to us what constitutes an agent and how they are appointed. Looking for evidence, the first respondent had agents by the names of Birige Musa and NALUKOOLA Rita. The evidence within, because I've not seen any. The parameters, as per your answer, on who qualifies to be an agent. Mechanic. So there's an area of not read.
My Lord, in the attachment to my petition, there's a petition for Ronald.
Petition for who?
Ronald and Nansamba.
Petition. This one.
There is an affidavit for Ronald and Nansamba Jim.
Page number
1246, that's for Ronald.
You take the
And
evidence.
then Nansamba Jim is 1250.
Yeah, let's start with the first one. Show us the evidence that you are agents.
with the first one.
The first one is Birige Musa. And the first one is
In
maybe you want to take us to Ronald.
yes, Ronald is on page 1246.
Is there an
and
attachment?
1247.
Where is the
And on
attachment?
paragraph 7,
Beyond the paragraph. the
it
attachment.
says that Birige Musa, paragraph 6 and 7, he mentions, actually 5, 6 and 7, he mentions to an 8.
That's his evidence.
To
We are
this,
not
to
yet.
his
We are
affidavit
not yet.
regarding that
We are
person.
not yet evaluating his evidence. Your evidence that you are such an agent of the first respondent by the names of Birige Musa and NALUKOOLA Rita. Is it there?
My Lord, this is contained in the affidavit for Ronald on page 1246 and 1247.
I want the appointing instrument.
For which part of
Birige Musa and NALUKOOLA Rita. She states these are agents.
you want the appointment to the letter?
She has said there is an attachment.
I have, my Lord, I have said that all the evidence to this effect in paragraph 16.3 of my affidavit is to do with
What you are told.
page 1246 and 1247 of the affidavit of Ronald, as mentioned clearly that I was informed by Kato Ronald and Nancy Jen, and I attached the evidence.
That attachment is all I want.
It is in this petition, is
In
in
the
this
affidavit.
affidavit.
Where is it? The evidence attached.
For-
as stated. For Chibirike Musa and Nalakoza Rita as agents. Is it there?
It is in the affidavit
Oh, in the
of Kato
statement.
Ronald on paragraph from 5 to
The statement. Do those statements have an attachment? Next. Because I take your words, there is an attachment. Is there such an attachment in those paragraphs?
I've made that my petition is supported by Kato Ronald's affidavit, which I have attached.
Confirm that you only have statements, but not attachments. Clear that. Only statements by the witness, but no attachment of evidence on those paragraphs. In the case of
This is the evidence.
do you know
This
that an
affidavit.
attachment? Do you know what an attachment is? You brought it. There is an attachment. Do you know what an attachment is?
No, I admit that the affidavit for Kato Ronald is attached to my
Then
petition.
confirm that there is no attachment of such evidence in that affidavit. You can't because there is none. My Lord, beyond that, do you have evidence or proof that Chibirige and Nalakoza campaigned you as Nambi? Any proof of campaigning at that polling station?
My Lord, as I've put it clearly, page 014 of my petition is that 16.3, I say that I'm informed by Kato Ronald
Okay.
and Nansamba Jane, and the evidence I attach is the affidavit of these said persons.
Okay, you depended on the information in that affidavit, on the statements. In your entire, on the statements you depended on, are there any photographs in any of those affidavits? This is what I mean attachments. Any? Did you submit any photographs or any such attachments to any of your witnesses?
No, my Lord.
Your statement, you do not have any photographs.
Apart from the photographs clearly attached on page 1285.
So on some, it is your statement.
And 1287.
So it is your statement that on some evidence you depend solely on information, and others you have attachments. I want you to understand what I mean by attachment.
Yes, my Lord.
And that in the ones of Kato, there is no such evidence proving campaigning at the polling station.
Yes,
No photographs, no voice messages.
yes, my Lord.
Okay. Besides this information, again, did they record? Do you have that record? Did they have a report to you? Probably it's the basis. You have such a report from your agent, your purported agents. Only that. Because you stated you did not have earlier on that you do not have the record on the counted votes and blah blah, but you have in the case other offenses. You have such evidence. Yes. By way of report. Is it there or not?
My Lord,
A report to you or to whoever?
I have stated in the petition 16.3 that I was informed by Katrina.
And that's the basis.
And attached the evidence.
Attached, when you say attached,
When, and put the affidavits of those said persons
what the
attached to
statement
my
is.
petition.
Okay, so there's no report to you. Is there any? A report, written report by your agent to you, is there any? Yes or no? A written report detailing what happened. Is there any such an issue? Or you don't know?
No, my lord.
Is there any such report to the NRM?
To the,
NRM, you reported to be under NRM somewhere.
I am.
Is there such a report to the NRM?
My lord,
The evidence attached.
no evidence attached.
Is
but
there?
report
Is
by
there?
NRA.
You know your man. Is there any such report to the Electoral Commission?
Regarding this particular case.
Yes, about that is in electoral offences. Let's not trivial. Don't. It's not trivial. And just one mention of an offence can overturn the will of the people of Kawen. That's why let's not trivialize it. Is there any such report to the Electoral Commission? You know what a report is now.
Yes,
And
my
you,
lord.
I take it you have had lunch. Is there any such report? Simple. Yes or no? To the Electoral Commission that you know of. About that incident,
What is attached here is the affidavit of
you have
that
in
people-
a report. You know what a report is, okay? You know what a report is.
My lord, I want to state that I have the affidavits.
Did you go to
attached
school?
my
Did you go to school now?
Yes, I did.
Have you ever obtained a report?
My lord, I beg not to answer that.
So there is none. Do you know where Honorable NALUKOOLA was on that day? Respect this evidence.
I do not know
You don't know.
where he was.
So, do you have any evidence there that these were his agents as asked earlier?
My lord,
You don't.
as stated in this particular paragraph, I have evidence in these affidavits of the said persons, Katoro.
Okay, out of that evidence, since you insist, is there evidence in that affidavit that the Honorable NALUKOOLA knew about what was pertaining to this incident, that he had the knowledge?
My lord,
Deal with where?
I can,
That he had the knowledge about what these people, what are his agents, that he knew what they were doing.
my lord, I've presented
Where Kato
this
says
evidence to the best of my knowledge,
your
of
knowledge.
what I was informed by these.
Okay,
agents.
does Kato state anywhere that evidence that NALUKOOLA knew about this incident? Does it state on the face of it anywhere?
In paragraph 7,
Read it. That NALUKOOLA had that knowledge. Maybe let me read for you.
in paragraph 6, 1247, Kato Ronald states, while at the polling center, the said Chibirige Musa held the poster of the first respondent, and I had him telling voters to vote for the first respondent if they want a weapon to the road. Followed by the 7th paragraph, I know that Chibirige Musa is a supporter of National Unity Platform Political Party and the first respondent, and he was his active campaigner.
Okay. Not to guide you better.
Despite, in paragraph 8, they said, despite my protestation and complaint, the second respondent's officials did not prohibit Chibirige Musa from holding up the poster of the first respondent at the polling center.
Okay, put you in proper perspective. Grade 16. Where you derive this? Paragraph 16. What you state, then it will probably assist you. 16. What do you state?
I state that the first respondent personally, or his agents or campaigners with
All
his
these
knowledge
agents and campaigners.
and campaigners with his knowledge.
Okay, with his knowledge. You can first stop there. First stop there. With his knowledge. Where is it in that affidavit? Saying that he knew that someone was somewhere holding his poster. In that. Is it there or it is not?
Where somebody was holding the poster.
That the first respondent knew or had this knowledge, as stated by you in 16, with his knowledge, that at that particular polling station, someone was holding his poster. This is your statement, with his knowledge. Personally, it is your statement. Is it there or it is not? Is that or not? That affidavit for yours. Is it there or not?
What I've read is not.
Is it there? Yes or no? Do you know how to read it?
Not personally,
Okay.
but is affiliated
Not personally.
to the National
Not-
Unity Platform in his knowledge as
So-
a Torona.
There is no evidence that he personally knew. Right? Secondly, you proceed. His knowledge, proceed with the paragraph 16. 16, he stopped at knowledge. The first respondent personally and or his agents and campaigners with his knowledge, campaigners with his knowledge, even if you are campaigners with his knowledge, proceed.
And consent or approval campaign in the
Consent.
following
Consent and
campaigns
approval.
in the following places on election
Consent
day.
and approval. You have such evidence that the first respondent consented, whatever was taking place. That he consented to someone holding his poster or someone is frolicking.
My
Is it-
lord, in the affidavit of Nansamba Jen.
Do you know what consent is?
Kato Ronald. Beg your pardon.
Do you know what
Ronald.
consent is?
These people are attributed,
No blame.
these people in the affidavit are mentioned to be active campaigners to the first respondent, and I have attached the affidavit to this court. Your Honor.
Well, not to take you far, just show me where an issue of consent and approval, even if it's general, because you're trying to infer. So, consent and approval, like this is what constitutes consent and approval.
My lord, it is mentioned in this affidavit, page 1247, that this said Chibirige Musa is an active campaigner for the first respondent. On paragraph 7, and also to say that once Kato Ronald complained to the second respondent's officials at
Evidence.
the electoral area,
Okay.
still the poster remained up.
So where is the evidence of his being a campaign?
This is to the extent of the evidence that is here, and it's before court.
Anyway, precisely, show a court where NALUKOOLA, Honorable NALUKOOLA is involved in all this. His knowledge, his consent is approved. That is all we want. Where is he involved? Where is he culpable? Where is he a perpetrator? Is it
In the
there?
affidavit for Nansamba Jane 150, paragraph 5, the people Nansamba Jane is quoting to say that they told her by the duo at this Sparks Junior School polling station, Shibirive Musa and Councillor Navakoza Rita, that he should vote for the first respondent, and it's attached as an affidavit for Nansamba.
Where is it that NALUKOOLA has the knowledge that we are telling her? Where is it? And NALUKOOLA was even aware that he had the knowledge. Is it there or not?
These are people campaigning for the first respondent according to 1250.
Okay,
Evidence
16-4.
in this affidavit.
It's the same as, it's based on the information stated here. Paragraph 16. Adjudicatory kindergarten, paragraph 16.4. Again, statements from Molinda Mike, Damba Kezekia, polling agent, first respondent at the polling station campaign when first responded. Where is that evidence? Damba Kezekia. At least that one, within your reach, was the polling agent.
On page 1252,
Yes.
I note the evidence is within the legal rights.
Okay, these are also, again, it's about statements
Before court.
told to you by who? Molinda Mike. That is where it stops. Well, you're mentioning umbrellas. All umbrellas refer to the Honorable NALUKOOLA. There's an umbrella, then it is someone is holding it and waving it.
I don't.
That's merely.
You guided earlier that this is evidence now of Molinda Mike. The witness is being taken deep.
No, she went there.
into that evidence.
My lord, if she goes there, yes, it is in her paragraph 16.4. Yes, that the first respondent, that they campaigned for the first respondent by holding and waving the umbrella, the political symbol of the first respondent, and saying to the voters who could to vote, that vote the umbrella. Yes. Does the umbrella, someone said vote for the umbrella, does it refer to NALUKOOLA? Honorable NALUKOOLA.
My lord, in this very paragraph, with the attachment of individual mind, he has vividly explained in this evidence.
Listen.
Listen to the question.
Let me tell you what I wanted. Is there such an umbrella? Does that umbrella relate? Do you have the umbrella and its colors, blah, blah, even did that umbrella? The umbrella is referred to that by waving an umbrella, it is NALUKOOLA. Is it the case?
According to I can read that
Does
the political.
an umbrella refer to an umbrella?
This evidence was picked in his affidavit that, okay, the umbrella does not equal to NALUKOOLA per se, but it is,
It
mentions
does
here,
not, the umbrella does not equal.
but he says it's the political.
The umbrella does not equal to you,
Okay.
who is on the stand, does not equal to NALUKOOLA. Is it your statement from your government that all umbrellas refer to the political party?
No.
So read the last one. Vote the umbrella, it is the key. That is your statement.
My Lord, in 16.4.
You are saying umbrella is the key.
There's a statement that says that it's a political symbol of the first respondent.
Okay, was the key one of the symbols in this election? I'm mentioning umbrella and the key. Are you aware that the key was one of the symbols? It is the key. Are you aware? Just within your knowledge. Was the umbrella, was the key one of the symbols? You are not aware. Do you know the forum for democratic change?
Yes, my Lord.
Did it have a candidate in that race?
Yes, my Lord.
Is it within your knowledge that the key is a symbol of FBC? You know.
Now,
Do you know that for a fact?
in this paragraph, my
I know
Lord,
just one facts. Simple. You're reading into my.
Just listen to the question that you answered.
yes, my Lord.
Yes, you know that.
Ask your question again.
Yes, I do.
She knows that the key is the symbol. So here you are talking about an umbrella and the key. Does the key also refer to NALUKOOLA, the candidate, going to qualify as a campaign?
Leave the documents away.
Yes.
Just focus on the lawyer. Listen to the question and answer.
The answers are not by the way those. They are from the statements you made. That's why they should
Now,
be
listen
useless.
to the question. Look at the question.
Would someone, by alluding to the key, someone talking about the key, would someone vote the Honorable NALUKOOLA? Because the key is one of the symbols on the ballot paper. Again, did you report or did you obtain the report yourself on this issue? A report from your agent on this issue. I have the report from. It's not there. Did you receive a report from your agents, appointed agents? Yes or no?
I received this information.
Did you receive a report? I take you back to whether you went to school. Reports, basically.
No, I didn't
You did not
receive
receive a report.
but I got it from my mind.
Upon being told, let's not even go to the fictitious agent, why there was no face affidavit, no ID. Did you, upon receiving that information, report it to the Electoral Commission yourself as candidate? Yes, I think.
We shall refer to them in the this is the question that we asked. As far as
Did you, upon receiving this statement, did you report the same to the Electoral Commission?
No, my lord, but I came here to seek for forgiveness.
Do you know how many people, you're mentioning numbers here, who are influenced by those statements, umbrellas? Do you know? If any was influenced?
No, my lord.
You do not know how many people were before the station during that time, or whether they were finished.
No, my lord.
Okay. Even on this, I'll take you back to paragraph 16. You have, is it in your knowledge that the Honorable NALUKOOLA knew about what was transpiring at this polling station? If you had the knowledge,
No, my lord, but affidavit informed me answered.
you, because the other person is not here, may not even come, you don't have the knowledge. Do you know, or is it anywhere in the evidence that he consented and or approved what was happening at that polling station? To the umbrellas being waved or keys?
Yes, my lord, according to the affidavits I've just reviewed for Nansamba and also for Katima.
And it is indicated there, for your information, that he knew, he approved, he consented.
The affidavits indicate that they are campaigners for this.
Answering your own question, maybe I leave you to come here and go there.
No.
Yes. Is it their statement plainly, or an inference like you're trying to derive that he had knowledge somehow, probably it was around, that he consented to what was happening and approved? You have such information?
No, my lord.
Paragraph 18. Okay, let's start with 17, which leads to this. I state that on election day, the first respondents, agents and campaigners with his knowledge and consent to approve obstructing voters from voting at the election. Did you campaign in that did you hold campaigns in that election? You know.
Yes, my lord.
And what was the purpose of your campaign?
My lord, to salute you for support.
Yeah, so that people vote for you.
Yes, my lord.
Did the first respondent also campaign in this election?
Yes, my lord.
And do you know the purpose for which he campaigned?
The same to solicit for support.
Support. So it is your case that a person who campaigns would solicit for people to vote for him, but not to obstruct. Because you're looking
Yes,
for
my lord.
voters. Okay. So it is false under paragraph 17. You have to state that you obstructed voters. because it contradicts your answer and the intention. Well, paragraph 18. Paragraph 18, I am informed by Babili Sherina Vive
Yes.
Chikamai Eli Amnasanga Deborah Amnasanga Deborah, which information we believe that the respondent's agents, again in this paragraph, reference and that the first respondents agents and campaigners Kenya Boni Onevali Balimwezo etc. You have evidence that the named persons are agents of the first respondent. You have been there, now you know the yes or no. You know what qualifies. You have such evidence. Yes, they are agents. We won't do this. Let's be first. Apart from, we have those on record. Someone told you what is the evidence. You told us what an agent is, what your agent would be. Is there such that was told to you?
Yes, my lord.
You have such evidence.
Sherina.
You have such evidence. Them being agents, the first respondent. Then you can
Agents and campaigners.
Okay. You have evidence that they are campaigners.
Within
That you are affiliated.
at 1256 for Sherina.
Was Sherina? Is Sherina an NRM? Is it possible that Sherina is an NRM supporter?
It could be possible.
Is it possible that Sherina was your voter?
Yes, my lord.
Is it true that your supporter would want you to win at all costs?
Yes, my lord.
So besides the evidence of your supporter who wanted you to win, what is the evidence that you have that they were agents of the first respondent? All campaigners. You have it? Yes.
The evidence.
Besides those statements, your support. Any other in support of that? Document, photographs, because that's where you did that someone is an agent.
No, my lord.
It is your statement in paragraph 18 that people like Nasanga Deborah, registered voter, was obstructed from voting.
Yes, my lord.
What was the basis of this information that actually Nasanga did not vote? You are not here. The basis that actually Nasanga did not vote. Because that is the one you will pick out of unknown.
I attached a certified copy of the fact that she's a voter. Hoping that.
Bring F. Bring F. See it. Bring your an extra F. You are looking for F. And that is evidence that Nasanga was obstructed and that Nasanga did not vote. You can assist. So, what is on that page? Tell us the content of that page. Again, detail in your back.
It is a certified copy of the voters' roll
Okay, it's a voters' roll.
for the polling station for Nasanga.
Okay, so where is? I'm looking for where in that voters register. What was Nasanga ticked?
No, my lord.
Was anyone on that roll ticked that you have?
No, my lord.
None. So is it the case that all those people were obstructed and they did not vote? The purpose of this evidence.
No, my lord, but this is the voters'
Okay.
roll, the artifacts.
Now you're taking us to the voters' roll. What is the purpose of the voters' roll in voting exercise?
To ascertain that she's a voter.
After ascertaining, because that is not in this truth. I'm not saying it is not a voter. Due to this evidence of yours. Anyway, to be precise, does it show whether she voted or she didn't?
No, my lord.
It doesn't show. So that register does not show anywhere that Nasanga was obstructed. In that attachment,
No, my lord.
okay. Again, under this paragraph, whatever happened, again I'll be precise, within your statement under paragraph 16, can you confirm that nothing here shows that all this was within the knowledge, personal knowledge of the first respondent?
Yes, my lord, according to evidence.
Just tell us, we are here, that's why you were there. Show us that it was within his knowledge. Probably he was there. That was within his knowledge.
It's within the affidavits are presented.
That's why you're there. Show us that evidence. Because it's not in this attachment. Is it there? We'll bring through this. I think it's in your interest of me. Is that knowledge there? Referred to or even inferred? I say it is not, because you can't find it. Maybe wrong to say it's not there.
The evidence is
Show
there.
us. That's why we're here. Show us specific, that it shows that he was aware that Mukenya Bone, Mlewali Mwezo, Rwadi Subuga, Seruto Jedward, Sempija Joseph, Sam Kasile, Aoma Scopia, and others, that he knew that they were there, that he consented to their being there, and that he approved. Acknowledge, consent, and approve. There was all this. That we go to the next. Okay, do you know where he was? Was Honorable NALUKOOLA at this polling station on that day?
My Lord,
Your
in
knowledge.
some
Was he there?
affidavits, he's mentioned to
Okay.
be at
Was he there in your knowledge? This one, when these people were there, was he there? Tell about it. This is your information. Why know it more than you do? Okay.
No, my Lord.
In their evidence, do they say that these people were, while they were there, NALUKOOLA was also there?
In their evidence, some
NALUKOOLA was there.
information
18. Babili Sherina, does it state that NALUKOOLA was there? It's not there.
No, my Lord, in this particular one. But Fudel Salim Saleh states
This one. Okay.
16.1
Okay.
said otherwise.
In this one, stating that he knew, probably he was there. That he knew, he consented, he approved.
No, my Lord.
Okay. Do you know the number of people who are obstructed?
No, my Lord.
Are you aware that the Electoral Commission has the powers but Jan, as a participant, that the Electoral Commission has the powers but Jan, or postpone conduct of an election or even counting? Are you aware?
Yes, my Lord.
What was in the report from your purported agents? What happened? Stopped at obstructing. What happened? Did they report to the Electoral Commission for us to do that?
My Lord, most of these offenses happened.
Do you,
on
did
election
they,
day,
did they
and
report?
afterwards we came to court.
Was there a report? Because the Electoral Commission is mandated. You are talking of obstruction. Again, I will tell you, just one offense can overturn the will of the people when probably in your favor or in their disfavor. It is simple. Was there a report? This is a public thing. It's not even
No, my
about you.
Lord, but we
No.
came here.
No report. So it is your statement that there would be no basis upon which the Electoral Commission would do this. There was no report. There was no report. Not even to police.
My Lord, these offenses, most of them happened on the day of the election,
Were you there?
as was informed.
Were you
by the
there?
agents. So we later sought court request.
Were you there?
No, my Lord.
You are not there. Was a report given to you? You say no. Do you know of any report which was given to police? You are talking about obstruction and violence. Was there any report given to police?
I can't answer that.
You did not know.
I did not know.
Paragraph 19. Read your paragraph 19.
I'm informed by Chikamai, which information I verified to be true and correct in the day of the election of the first respondents, agents, and campaigners. Biggest Lieutenant Matthias.
With this 19, with this knowledge, consent, approval, that election officers will wait. Yes, proceed.
I'm informed by Chikamai, which information I believe to be true and correct on the day of the election. The first respondents, agents, and campaigners, Biggest Lieutenant Matthias and Honorable Shiaka Hillary, aka Dr. Hilderman, all belonging to the National Unity Platform political party of the first respondent, obstructed election officers at Azangola, NAAA to NAMAS, at Boston Road polling station by invading the polling station, ordering electoral officials on what to do, and checking voters' registers and rolls to confirm voters, even though they were not the designated polling agents for that first respondents for that polling station, among others.
You are not polling agents. You are not designation. Do you know what designation means?
Yes, my lord.
So it is your statement that you are not designated agents of the first respondent.
Yes, my lord.
So am I right to state that you are not the first respondent's agents?
Yes,
These people. Okay. Was there any report about what transpired at this polling station? These are brave. Any report of the three? You know now what I was asking. Any report, any? Either to you, even in our floor,
ascertain that
even police, even electoral commission, does that. So that we rush through. $19. I'm further informed by Senator Lawrence, Commission I believe to be true and correct, on election day, David Lewis Tukomyewo SG, together with a group of supporters obstructed. Yes, obstructed election officers. Well, was there any report of election officers about this incident? You are speaking for, was there any such report? Yes.
this was informed by Senator.
Is he an election officer?
He is not an election.
Do you have any evidence, names of election officers who are obstructed? Names. And a complaint from them.
No, my lord.
And there's no information as under 19. Nothing here qualifies under 19 that it was with his knowledge, if at all, consent or approval. I'm adding everything now, that obstruction. There is no such information, right? Wow. Legal practices 20. The rest of the offences is taken up by my colleagues. I'll go straight to the prayers which led to what we touched. All through you're talking about non-compliance 22.1. Non-compliance, which affected the result. No, okay, the violence, are you aware? Are you aware that the first respondent was beaten up? Are you aware that I just discussed? Are you aware that he was beaten up during this election exercise, saying election process? Are you aware that the Honorable NALUKOOLA was beaten up? From nomination date, are you aware from nomination date that the Honorable NALUKOOLA was beaten up?
Yes, my lord.
Were you also beaten up?
No, my lord.
Are you aware that was beaten up by military men? Okay, people in military.
My lord, the security of the veterans is in the hands of the
Did you hear about it? Everything you heard, you heard. At least did you hear? It was the military that beat up the Honorable NALUKOOLA.
My lord, I object to that line of questioning. There is no such thing in anywhere in the affidavit. So even prayers that Mr. Mwiz is now referring to in the affidavit of the witness, she's not referred to that anywhere.
Lord, this is part of violence, and she has already been put on record that she knows he was beaten. Beating is violence, and she talks about retaliation. And I rest my case. Yes. Are you aware? The knowledge. I'll finish that. The military men.
My lord.
For security. Okay, you want to refer to security.
Security rests with the responsibility of the second respondent.
Are you aware that the beating was by any security? I'm not going to be aware. Knowledge, because various.
Yes, my lord.
Okay. Do you know the head of security in this country? Just if you know. The head of security.
Yes, my lord.
Is it EC? Because you refer to it.
My lord, I refer to the fact that the commission
Is the EC the head of security in this country?
No, my lord.
Is it true that the commander-in-chief is the head of security in this country?
Yes, my lord.
Is the commander-in-chief the chairman of your sponsoring party, the National Resistance Movement?
Yes, my lord.
Were you beaten? And NALUKOOLA was beaten.
Yes.
And confirm that NALUKOOLA, even in that won this election, Addis was declared as winner. Can you confirm that?
Yes.
I'm obliged. I rest my segment, and my colleague will go on this particular legal practices. Right here. I'm obliged. My Lord, thank you for
I work for the record, Alex Uganda. I'll be very brief with you. I take it that you've been in Kawempe for some time. Hajat, you're aware that between 2005, when multi-party democracy was introduced, to 2025 today, Kawempe North has been represented in Parliament.
Yes.
Can you also confirm that you are a member of the National Resistance Movement?
Yes.
So between 2005 to 2025, that is 20 years, has the National Resistance Movement had a member of Parliament representing the people of Kawempe North in the Parliament?
No, my lord.
So you are going to become the first one?
Yes, my lord.
Okay. So, Madam Nambi, is it true that you canvassed for votes in Kawempe North?
Yes, my lord.
And is it also true that the people of Kawempe North voted Mr. NALUKOOLA as their member of Parliament?
Without the 14 qualifications.
No, is it true that they voted him as their member of Parliament?
Declared yes.
So, who is currently representing Kawempe North? Who is your MP in Parliament?
Honorable NALUKOOLA.
Please quite be loud.
Honorable NALUKOOLA.
Honorable NALUKOOLA is your MP. So we will go to paragraph 20. Your affidavit. Your affidavit in support of the petition. So you're saying that you state that before and on election day, the first respondents, agents, and campaigners, with his knowledge, consent, or approval, committed the illegal practice of bribery.
Yes, my lord.
So can you confirm to this honorable court that in this statement of yours, there is nowhere where NALUKOOLA, the first respondent, committed any act of bribery? Personally. Just want us to have that out of the way. What is the answer?
No, my lord.
No. So there is nowhere he did. Hajat Nambi, Which part of Kawempe does Maumbe George William reside?
Uganda. Kawempe.
Uganda where? Kawempe too.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And do you know Maumbe George William personally?
Yes, ma'am.
What are you looking for?
I'm looking for Kenya boundary certificate.
No. So when did you last meet Maumbe George William? This year.
This morning.
This morning. We move to paragraph 20.3 of your affidavit. You say that your father informed by Maumbe George William, which information you believe to be true and correct, that on election day between 11 a.m. and 12 p.m. under a jackfruit tree next to a shrine. You have a shrine in Kaonde?
My lord, that's what my paragraph is saying.
No, I just wanted to confirm. And a shrine at a woman's place near a parking yard known as Zion in Chiganda Zone, LC1. So before I continue, I want to confirm from you. Were you personally at this place between 11 a.m. and 12 p.m. on the election day?
No, my lord.
So just to confirm that whatever you stated here is what you were told.
Yes, my lord.
Thank you. That Ben Intale Mukasa, a councillor at Kawempe Division, belonging to the National Inter-Platform Political Party of the first respondent, gave him 5,000 shillings to vote for the first respondent and refrain from voting for me. Maumbe George William is a registered voter at Clinton Junior School, and you refer us to some annexure H. Could we go there with you?
It's page 1116.
So page
Page
1116. So can you show court where Maumbe George William is?
So on page 1116.
Yes.
9. And next page.
So page 1116, I am there with you. So by looking at the same, are you able to tell us or tell court whether Maumbe voted or he did not vote?
No, my lord.
So by also looking at this evidence that you brought before court, are we able to tell who he voted for and who he refrained from voting?
No, my lord.
Thank you, Madam Nambi. Madam Nambi, are you able to tell this honorable court whether Maumbe George William voted in this election? The answer is not there.
Yes, my lord.
So did he vote or did he not vote?
He voted. my lord.
Did you see Maumbe George William voting? And where did you see him voting from?
My lord, again, in his affidavit, he mentions that he was told to vote and he attended the meeting.
Being told to vote is another thing. My question was, you said he voted, and my question was simply a follow-up question. Could you be in position to tell this honorable court where he voted from, and if you saw him voting?
My lord, I did not see him voting, but according to his affidavit, he voted from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. to M.
Yeah, where he votes from is fine. I also want to take you to that actual 20.3. You talk about Ben in Mukasa. That he purportedly gave a 5,000 shilling bribe to Maumbe.
Yes, my lord.
So is it your evidence that he was an agent of the first respondent?
No, my lord.
So Ben Mukasa was not an agent of the first respondent. Okay. Madam Hajat Nambi, do we have any evidence on record that these allegations of bribery that allegedly occurred as early as 11 a.m. and 12 p.m. were reported to the Electoral Commission on that voting day. Because the law allows you immediately to cite an offense being committed.
No, my lord, but we can before court.
Second that,
Yes,
is it also true that Maombe George Williams swore an affidavit in support of your petition in this matter before court?
yes, ma'am.
So are you present? You, Honorable Nambi, were you present when the said Maombe George William was swearing the said affidavit?
Yes, ma'am.
Where were you?
We were at the Electoral Commission offices, my lord.
You were at the Electoral
NRM Electoral.
Commission offices. You know,
I beg your
Sabit was very well.
NRM. My lord, it's NRM Electoral Commission.
Okay. And where are the NRM Electoral Commission offices situated?
Nakasero, my lord, Plot 13.
Nakasero, Plot 13. And that is where Maombe swore this affidavit from.
Yes,
Did he sign it?
yes.
So let's go to that affidavit. Show it, both tell us where it is. $12.76, my lord. 12.76, my lord, on the petitioner's bundle. Yes, my lord, that's the page. So, are we there with you?
Yes, ma'am.
So look at that affidavit and tell court on which date did you and Maombe make that affidavit? Could you read the date to court? Which date and which month did you make that affidavit with Maumbe?
There is no date.
So there is no date on which you made that affidavit.
My lord, the witness is not the one who made it. It's Maumbe.
She was present.
Yeah, but she's not the one who made it. Making it is different from being around.
Madam Hajat Nambi, you have another affidavit from Maumbe that he made for you? Because I'm referring to your documents. I'm not importing anything, and I'm simply asking you to read what you have in your documents. So that's not mine. Which month? Could you tell court? Which month did your witness who saw these briberies report that affidavit? In which month? You could read to court.
It's not date.
A date is not a month. Which month?
There's no month.
So we confirm that this affidavit that was made at your NRM offices on 13, how many of you were there? Did you have your lawyer and yourself? You all did. Fine. I also want to know from you, what are you looking for? Hajat, my friend. So Hajat Nambi, I want you to also confirm to court. Is Maumbe illiterate in the English language? That Maumbe you know and you met. Pardon?
It's semi-literate, my lord.
Semi. Sometimes it chooses to be literate, others not. Okay? Hajat Nambi. Maumbe, George William. So an affidavit in this court. Yeah?
Yes, ma'am.
Another affidavit. You are aware of that?
My lord, I object to that line. Clearly. Because, my lord, first we are going to keep it there for Maumbe. Second, Maumbe is a witness who will be here for the petitioner and for the respondent for cross-examination. So the things that Mr. Uganda are asking are clearly for the witness who will be here, both for us and for them. Ask him whether Maumbe made affidavits, and thirdly, my lord, the line where he's going now, okay, is his affidavit, which is not yet ready for cross-examination. That issue will come on Thursday when they present him to us. That second affidavit. Because the court has ordered you to present him on Thursday. He's one of them. But the court has ordered him, so he will be cross-examined on his evidence. Because now you're taking Nambi into so many things that only Maumbe can speak about.
My lord, even my witness is not happy with the disruption. My witness was flowing very well and she had not even complained. Because this cross-examination...
I complain on her behalf.
My lord, I need protection. And this is one of the witnesses that are problematic. So it is important, because we're not going to have Nambi again.
Okay, so because of the unique situation of let's answer it.
Most of that.
Unique.
My friend Agent.
Yes, ma'am.
Maumbe swore an affidavit in this court, a second affidavit, trying to create another impression. Are you aware of that?
I'm not fully aware of that.
Your lawyer has even tried to object to the same. You are not aware even when you instructed your lawyers to object to the same? Okay, I will refer you to the affidavit of Mawumbe. Your lawyer will assist you with a copy. My lord, that affidavit is on the first respondent's answer to the petition. It's not numbered, unfortunately, but it is the third last affidavit towards the end. Yes, Ajat Nambi.
Yes.
That is Mawumbe George William. In the copy you have which date and month and year is this affidavit made. Yeah. Quite below such that these
On
things
the
can be-
22nd of April, 2025.
At least this one we know when it was made. Okay. Now, Hajat, and in this affidavit, Mr. Mawumbe did he sign that particular?
Yes.
He signed.
Yes.
And you say that when he was signing your first set of affidavit, you were present. Is that so? When he was signing the first affidavit,
Yes.
but the undated, that which we don't know, we also don't know which date and month. You were present at least.
Yes, my lord.
Yeah, I want to confirm to court. Did Mr. Mawumbe show you his national identity card?
My lord, no. I really object to that. Because when the person who took the oath is not Farida, when Mawumbe is signing this affidavit, he's signing it in the presence of the commissioner, not Farida. So if there is an ID that he showed it to any person, it must be the commissioner. Secondly, my lord, my colleague has asked Farida to own a signature of Mawumbe on another affidavit. He's asking him if he knows he's signing, how can she own that affidavit when the witness will come? That's not correct, my lord.
We have the commissioner here. He is one of the.
My lord, we have a set of questions for the commissioner. Honorable Nambi said she was present. And I'm asking about things she saw when she was present. And I don't know why my colleague is not allowing the witness to answer. What at least she saw?
No, my lord, these questions are not to Farida. Farida did not take that off. Farida cannot own another witness. I strongly object to that, my lord.
I think you mistake yourself. The matter has been in the witness's knowledge.
Also, like, I just know that these questions were so hard for the lawyer more than the witness. I will restrict myself by law. Madam Nambi,
Yes, my lord.
you said that Mawumbe was a registered voter. You told me some time back when I was asking you at the beginning.
Yes, my lord.
So minus the register.
Wait on the response.
Minus the register, because I don't think you had that one. at the time you were looking for your witnesses, what proved to you that Maumbe was a registered voter? The basis of your statement.
My Lord, is the proof of annexed in annexed array. The voter's roll. Yes. He's a voter.
In fact, when I was still teaching, yeah, I would say, apart from the overzeal for power, which other reasons led to the downfall of Napoleon? So my question has been, apart from the voters register, because you're answering that one, and I want you to fail. I don't want my students to fail. Apart from the voters register, which was not there at the time you were soliciting for this, what evidence did you get from Maumbe to confirm that he's a registered voter and he indeed voted at that polling station? In instance, I'm asking for what are the qualifications of a voter? Because when a voter goes to vote, they carry, each voter carries a voter's register.
They carry a voter's slip, my Lord.
They carry a voter's slip. So where is Maumbe's voter's slip?
My Lord, the witness will be in court.
So we're going to focus on what has given the witnesses.
Most obliged, my Lord. Hajat, most obliged, my Lord. Hajat, I'll still go to the 23. 20.3, you still talk about Maumbe and is the source of your knowledge. And this Maumbe deponed an affidavit. And I just want to confirm again before I ask my next question, such that I don't appear to be pushing you into another box. Did you see Maumbe sign that affidavit when you were at NRM?
My Lord, I was present.
Did you see him sign? That was my question.
No.
So you did not see Maumbe sign? So, Maumbe, in his affidavit of 22nd, which is at this dated, April, which at least has a month, he says he never signed an affidavit for you. And it's good you've confirmed that you never saw him sign. So between Maumbe, who is in court, has signed an affidavit, it's dated, it has a month, at least it has all the body parts of an affidavit. And you, who has testified that you did not see him sign, who should the court believe on the aspect of whether he signed or not?
My Lord, we are producing Maumbe so that
But you come. I'm not asking who should we believe. Between you, who did not see him sign, and him who saw himself sign, and at least says, I've never signed that one.
my Lord, Maumbe will answer.
Thank you. Finally, defining that. Of your first affidavit for Maumbe, the undated, the unmonth, and also open the signature page of the dated and month second affidavit. 1277, and you have the other one also? You are seeing both?
Yes, my lord.
So, I don't want to give you a lot of work. My question is going to be a very simple one. From what you are seeing before you, are the signatures on both of those affidavits visibly the same?
No, my lord.
Let's go to the next paragraph. Paragraph 20.4. Paragraph 24, you say you are informed by Wanjala Solomon, which information you believe to be true, that around 8:30 a.m. on the election day at Pentecostal Church Polling Center in Chiganda Zone, at the veranda of the church, Ben Kasantale, this Ben Kasantale, whom you've already told us is not an agent of the first respondent, belonging to the National Unity Platform, gave 5,000 shillings to Wamukubira Geoffrey, a registered voter at Pentecostal Church polling station. You did seem to vote for the first respondent and refrain from voting for me meaning you. So I also just want you to confirm to court that this is what you were told and you are not personally present at this place.
Yes,
Yes, this is hearsay. Okay. Farida,
yes, my
is
lord.
Wanjala Solomon known to you?
Yes, my lord.
So are you able to tell between Wanjala and you who of you during the NRM first?
I can't answer that, my lord.
Okay. So what is his role in NRM?
He's a member.
So you're confirming to court that Wanjala is a member of your party, NRM. Was Wanjala your campaigner in this election?
I can't ascertain that.
Pardon?
I can't ascertain that, my lord.
Okay. So was Wanjala your agent in this election?
Yes, my lord.
So court should take it that Honorable Nambi, you appointed your NRM member Wanjala Solomon to be your agent when you're not even sure whether he's your supporter or not.
No, my lord.
Oh, meaning what now?
Meaning that these people were verified by the NRM Electoral Commission.
So it's NRM for you did. They were not your agents. They were NRM's agents.
They were my agents, my lord, verified by the NRM Electoral Commission.
Yeah. So do you personally know Ben Intale Mukasa?
No, my lord.
And how many polling stations did you have in Kawempe North?
197.
197 polling stations. At each of these 197 polling stations on the polling day?
No, my lord.
So, Madam Nambi, would you expect the first respondent, Mr. NALUKOOLA, who was a candidate like you, to know what is happening at each of these 197 polling stations on the election day in real time?
No, my lord.
No, my lord. Apart from the routine and generic response to in that statement of my witness and my agent, do you have any evidence that Mr. Honorable NALUKOOLA had knowledge that at 8:30 a.m. at Pentecostal Church Polling Center in Chiganda Zone, the one Ben Mukasantale, whom you have already said was not his agent, was purportedly giving away 5,000 shillings to somebody to vote? You have evidence that he had that knowledge, that at 8:30 a.m. at Pentecostal in Chiganda Zone, someone was doing that at that particular time. Apart from the magic word you've discovered in referring us to the statements, apart from those I know you want to take us there.
No, my lord.
Final, as I leave that particular one, because it's an essential ingredient. You have any evidence, apart from the statements you are referring to, that the first respondent NALUKOOLA consented to and approved the giving out of 5,000 by somebody whom you have said was not his agent at 8:30 a.m. on 13th of March 2025 at Pentecostal Church Polling Station in Chiganda Zone, Kawempe North?
My lord? No, my lord.
Oh, my Lord. You talked about this person being a member of NUK.
Yes, my lord.
I want to ask you, is it true that you are the official government candidate, NRM candidate in this election? Is it true that you are the official NRM government candidate in this election?
My lord, there was no government candidate in this election. All candidates we had were
most of that. What is the government in power? What is the government in power? Is my rephrasing question. What is the government in power? You know, there are times when we must uplift these governments of ours. This is the time. Is NUP in power?
No, my lord.
Is UPC in power?
No, my lord.
Nambi, what's the government in power?
The government in power is led by people under the national resistance.
Why don't you say that loud? Hey, yeah, then you must speak proud. So, you as a candidate who was sponsored by the NRM, the government in power, are you responsible were you responsible for the excesses of the government agencies in that election?
No, my lord.
So you are not responsible for the excesses of your government in power. Now let's go to your friend NALUKOOLA. Is he your friend? That's the right one.
Yes, my lord.
Oh, he's your friend. That's very good. So your friend, Honorable Elias NALUKOOLA, is he responsible for the excesses of the errant members of his party that are done without his knowledge and approval? Just like you are not responsible for your government excesses.
No, my lord.
No. Before I leave you on that, on the 19th of March, 2025, on the 19th of March 2025, I watched you on NTV. And you were expressing disappointment.
My lord is my learned colleague, he witness from the bar. No, let him reserve his time. He doesn't have an affidavit here.
I know I was thinking aloud as I come to the question. Because Hajat, also by my lord, Hajat, after the election, did you appear and give interviews to the media, TV and others about this election?
Yes, my lord.
Yes. And is it true that in one of those interviews you castigated the excesses of the military and security, the beating of journalists, beating of people, as having been responsible for your dismal performance in the election? You are under oath, just for reminder.
My lord, I beg not to answer.
So you beg not to answer, you don't want to annoy them again, or you don't have an answer. Because did it happen? Anyway, did the military, the security, did they beat up journalists and other people in the process of this election?
Yes, my lord.
They did. And what was your comment on that? As a leader, what was your comment on that?
My lord, the security excesses were regrettable by me.
Did they increase your votes? People are beaten, remind them that they have to vote you. Did they increase your vote?
My lord, that cannot increase my votes.
To decrease them. So at least you are aware of the reason that decreased your votes, and now you are taking on NALUKOOLA. Finally, did your agents at Pentecostal polling station
My Lord, this offense happened on the election day, after which we sought a redress for court.
Yeah, coming to court is a post-mortem. That one we know. We are here to discover what caused the death, the political death of Nambi in Kawen. But on that day, the law places an obligation on you. Those guidelines that you are given by EC, which you didn't read and concentrated on the NRM guidelines, provide you with a forum that you can report of any instance that happens before coming to court. That's the first place you're supposed to. So did you as a candidate receive any report, official report from your agents about these allegations that you belatedly, in the form of accountability, bring to court at that time of the voting day?
My Lord, but
No, sir.
me and the NRM party leadership, we decided to come to court.
So on that day, no.
On the election day, no, my Lord.
So we also want to confirm, as I take leave, that even to the Electoral Commission, you did not make any complaint, formal complaint, before coming to court.
My Lord,
A yes or a no?
no, my Lord, but,
Thank you.
but I would like to add this.
Your lawyer will do
Electoral
the part.
Commission is the second respondent. We were actually planning.
On the election day, had you sued the Electoral Commission? Was the Electoral Commission a second respondent on the election day, on 13th of March 2025?
My Lord, with all the affidavits we collected,
Lord, did you sue the Electoral Commission before it declared the results?
our intention was to come to court with both the second respondent, the first and second respondent.
So, Hajat,
Yes, my Lord.
some of these complaints that you allege, the electoral illegal practices ABCD are pre-polling, meaning they happened before the final declaration of results. Yeah?
It happened, most of them happened on the election.
Yeah, before the final declaration of results.
Yes,
Yeah?
they happened on the polling day, on the election.
Before the final declaration of results. I don't know that there's no answer there. You may be reading the wrong answer.
Yes,
That's
I
why
am.
you are giving me the wrong answer.
Oh, yes.
So they happened before results were submitted and ascertained. So is there any offense in your petition that happened after the declaration of results in your petition?
No, my Lord.
No, my Lord. My Lord, I take leave of this witness.
You have three other. No. Actually, I'm judging unlike Alex and Sam, I'll be briefer and friendly. So, I just have some questions before my colleague when it comes. I'll check if your affidavit, in particular paragraph 20. You've already informed the court that you've already informed the court that you were not in all places at the same time on polling day.
Yes, my Lord.
Just like your colleague, Honorable NALUKOOLA, wasn't.
Yes, my Lord.
And you also informed the court that you are only going to talk about things that you saw, the facts that you saw with your eyes.
Ajay, you concentrate on the affidavit. I'm asking, you've told court that, I'm just refreshing what you said earlier. I want you to give facts with only the things that you saw or you know, to your knowledge.
Yes, my lord.
And you know Chamber Nathan Mwangu.
Yes, my lord.
For how long have you known him?
Since March.
For about 2-3 months. You've known him since March this year.
Yes, my lord.
You know where he stays?
He's a resident of Uganda in Kampala.
You're sure about that?
Yes, my
At what time did the chamber vote? What time did he cast his vote?
My lord, how can the witness know when the witness voted?
My lord, the witness is capable and competent to answer. Whenever Mr. Kale was
Some of these questions, my lord.
the witness is not
Know when
complaining.
somebody
My lord, you like all the time. And you are not anywhere near Clinton polling station between 11 and midnight on polling day.
no, my lord.
So whatever transpired at this place called Zion is only as a result of what Chamber told you.
Yes, my lord.
Do you know Sylvia Nacho?
No, my lord.
It's also true, since you don't know Sylvia Nacho, that you've never seen him, so you've never seen her with the first respondent.
No, my lord.
You don't even know whether she was an agent of the first respondent or not.
No, my lord.
You also don't know whether this alleged 10,000 given to Chamber was given to him prior or after he cast his vote. Since you are not there, it's just like I'm trying to waste to save God's time.
Yes, my lord.
And it's just like for the case of Maombe, which my colleague was asking, similarly, you didn't make a report of this alleged bribery.
No, my lord.
And since you didn't know Sylvia, you don't know her relationship with the first respondent, you can't tell whether she was even sent by the first respondent or not. It's just natural.
No, my lord.
Is Chamber Mwanguzi Nathan is one of your witnesses, correct? In this petition.
Yes, my lord.
Did you also see him signing the affidavit, just like you saw with Maombe previously?
No, my lord.
So you didn't meet him at the NRMEC offices on the day you met Maombe? Chamber wasn't there at least that day.
No, my lord.
I have no further questions.
Anything else? Anything else?
Really not in the matter. Ajat Nambi. You know now what the reason. Ajat Nambi, do you know Rita Navajo?
No, my lord.
Okay, now you go to your affidavit, paragraph 20.1. Do you know Tukomyewo?
No, my lord.
Okay. So now, what were you told about the bribing of Chibuka?
My lord, I was informed by NALUKOOLA that between 5 p.m. and 6 p.m. at Secretary Zone, which is in Bribery Parish, Councillor Rita Navajoza from Kawepe Division belonging to the National Unity Platform political party of the first respondent gave bread, soap, salt, rice, tea leaves to Chibuka Mary Diana, who is a registered voter at Bright Sparks Junior School, voting station A to M, to induce her to vote for the first respondent
So,
and refrain her from voting.
do you know if Chibuka voted?
No, my lord.
When did you say this is the date when the bribery happened? 11th March.
Yes, my lord.
Okay? Now refer to the affidavit of NALUKOOLA. That is the one who informed you. Go to paragraph 3. Go to paragraph 5. That's it. It's 1, 2, 6, 7. Page 1, 2, 6, 7. Can you read that? Paragraph 5.
I said that between 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. on the 8th of March at Secretary Zone, Bribery Parish, I saw Councillor Navajoza Rita of Kawepe Division belonging to the National Unity Platform party of the first respondent giving bread, soap, salt and rice to Chibuka Diana.
Now, Ajat, I want you to, Ajat, I am using Ajat, tell me the truth. Which date should we do? Was the bribery on 11th or on 8th? Or it happened on both days?
I am not able to answer that.
Why? Yes? You don't know. You don't know.
I wanted to ask you, is Chibuka Diana still alive?
I do not know, my lord.
Did you find out in your process of coming up with this petition? Did you bother to find out whether
No,
Chibuka is?
my lord.
You did.
No, my lord.
Okay. So now that you don't know NALUKOOLA, do you think you're the right person to say whether she was an agent of the first respondent?
Yes, my lord.
You can tell that she's an agent.
I can tell that she's a member of the national.
No. You maybe first answer my question.
No, my lord.
You can't tell that she's an agent. So, Nambi, is every supporter of NRM in this election, was every supporter of NRM your agent?
No, my lord.
Was every supporter of NRM your campaigner?
No, my lord.
So now let's apply that logic to the first respondent. So should every supporter of NUP be an agent of NALUKOOLA? Going by your logic, that every supporter of NRM cannot be my agent.
No, my lord, but in the affidavit for Nambi Margaret, she attaches
This
this particular
Nambi
counselor to NUP.
is going to come. I will very soon be objected to asking your question. So, can you speak to this court whether Kenya had the authority or consent of the first respondent to do what she was doing? Do you know?
No, my lord.
Do you know if the first respondent knew about this at real time?
No, my lord.
You don't. Are you aware that the National Unity Platform had more National Unity Platform leaning candidates in this election?
No, my lord.
Don't. Not for this witness, that's all.
My lord, I was asking if there's another lawyer for the first response. I was asking.
My lord, a couple of questions, but given the time and the exhausted, with your leave and digest, I'm praying for an adjournment that I can deal with the witness tomorrow at 9. My lord, give me 5 minutes.
Jagala n'amazzi. Koti awumaddemu ko katono eddakiika 10 zokka, just 10 minutes. Nenga tukyali munda wano okulaba nga buli kimu tukibatuusaako.
Wabula omwana kyambadde alina ebisenge. Wabula bannange laba omanyi yagiggyeeko.
From this thing.
It must convert at a certain time or when it reaches a certain size.
Data aweddeko gwe tolina paba
So will the equals way things this one is covered.
How many?
This that's why yes, I won't try to do much.
Picking up the pronunciation.
Yes, that's my pronunciation
in the book.
Then I was thinking that was money and so I got the price and give it up and submit.
Is my ready for reconciliation? When I find out, I'll take it the third sheet. My questions are going to be brief. The answer I want it is a little bit more audible. Can't find the answer. It is not here. One. Is this your first time contesting an election?
No, my lord.
You have contested before?
Yes, my lord.
In which election?
2021, the Kampala Woman Rep.
You also lost that one?
Yes, my lord.
Now, so I take it that you're more familiar with that issue and the basis for the declaration. Since this
Yes.
is not the first time. Now look at the first polling station in the third sheet. That first polling station, what's the name of the polling station? Huh? Onaview polling station. What's the total number of registered voters?
1117. 1117, my lord.
Those are total number of registered voters. What were the results? On that polling station?
The total votes cast
For you or for any? For that very polling station?
41 votes for me.
So can you inform this panel court that the basis for the tallying was based on the vote cast, not on the total number of registered voters?
Yes, my lord.
So would you agree with me that actually that would be the basis for the declaration of the winning candidate?
Yes, my lord.
Is it your evidence that indeed the basis for the declaration is not based on the total number of registered voters, but it is based on the votes cast?
Yes, my lord.
Can you also inform this one report that is 16,000 16,640, the number of total registered voters of the 14 polling stations.
Yes, my lord.
Will it be your evidence that actually that is not the number of total votes cast? Would I be right to say that that is the total number of registered voters in the 14 polling stations?
Yes.
Would I also be right to say that actually that is not the number of total votes cast in the 14 polling stations?
Yes, my lord.
Now, you kept on saying when my colleague was asking you your major legal complaint, and your answer was that these ones were not returned. Is this, I want to refer.
There are 16,640 votes.
Were they cast votes or registered voters?
The 16,640 votes were not returned.
Are they votes or registered voters?
They are the registered voters of those 40.
Now, from your earlier answer, will they return registered voters or they return votes cast? From the example I gave you from Honor View, will they return registered voters or they return votes cast?
They return votes.
They return votes cast. I also want to give you an opportunity to do the third issue. So any one polling station where any of your candidates scored 100%. Any.
It's not there, my lord.
So it is evidence that actually in this election, no one scored 100%.
Yes, my lord.
Can you still inform me this one of all? That 16,000 so votes, registered voters, would mean that this would be 100% votes cast for those polling stations?
Yes, my lord.
Would I be right to say that actually a major complaint is that if this were returned, the 100% would be your votes? Would I be right?
No, my lord.
So it is not evidence that actually this, even if they are converted to votes, they will not be your votes.
My lord, the 16,640 votes that were not returned.
Are they votes or registered voters?
Votes. The votes that were not returned by electoral commission.
Are they votes? Well, that's what the issue is. Are the 16,000 so? Are they
Yes,
votes?
they are votes.
They are votes.
My lord. They are voters.
So
They
you
are
want this
voters,
one
my
report
lord.
stating that actually the 16,000 so were votes cast.
No, my lord. They were the total number of voters at those voting.
And it is evident that they translate into 100% of the polling stations
Of the 14.
of the 14. And it is not your evidence that actually even if they all voted for you, that wouldn't be your vote because they're 100%.
If they all voted for me, Your Honor, they would be my vote.
In this, you would think all these 14 votes would have voted for you?
I wouldn't think that, Your Honor.
So your answer
The
is no.
difference between me.
No, wait, before the, I don't
That's
want the,
responding.
no, this is not the difference. You checked and no one voted 100.
Yes, my lord.
So it is important that actually 14, which is 100, will not have voted for you. But it's also evident that actually in this 14 polling stations, you were popular. Bearing in mind that actually 2 of the polling stations is where you voted from. Would you have gotten 100% of that polling station viewers?
I can't say that.
You are not sure whether you have gotten 100%. It will be less. Yes or no?
Yes.
It will be less 100%. So if it is less than 100%, it means if the still so, all cannot be your votes.
Yes.
Do you have any complaint on any other polling station apart from the 14?
No, my lord.
So your major complaint is on the 14.
Yes, my lord.
Do you know the total number of registered voters in the remaining polling stations? 183 polling stations? Certainly don't know.
No, my lord.
But this you gave evidence that 14 polling stations represent 7.1%.
Yes, my lord.
Would I be right to say that the remaining polling stations translate to 92% of the polling stations?
Yes, my lord.
Would you have a complaint for someone to be declared with the 92% of the polling station?
Yes, my lord.
But you said you don't have a complaint on 183. 183 translates to 92%. Now, have you brought the complaint?
My complaint.
On 183, not 14. Because 183 translates to 92%.
My complaint, Your Honor,
On 183.
is on the 14th.
So you do not have a complaint on 183, which translates to 92%.
Yes.
Now, let's go to your petition. In paragraph the petition that would be my lord 008, page 008. You want this one I report order for a new page 8, my lord, of the petition. It contains prayers of what you want this one I report to do.
Yes, my lord.
What are those if you the major one? The major, if you look at, let's look at maybe 4 and 3. Yes, please.
Set aside the election of the first respondent as a member of parliament, North Division constituency. Order that a new or fresh election be held for the member of parliament for Karampe Division constituency.
Now, my senior colleague here gave you different hypothetical scenarios. And in all those scenarios, it is evident that actually you could not win. Would I be right to say that? That in all that, they gave all hypothetical figures. When you added, they could not win. Is that true? Is that what you
Your
want?
Honor, according to
It is yes, according to those hypotheticals.
yes.
Why would you want a by-election? In election, you know, you could not win. You still want this order?
Yes, Your Honor.
Can you expound on that? Because if you say they could not win even if they added all this.
My lord, my complaint is with the 14th police station that we are not returned by the commission. As a margin between me and the first respondent.
Okay, now it is very clear. Would the 14 polling stations, even if I repeat elections, give you the lead in this election?
My lord, the electoral commission did not return the results.
And of course, this is, you're answering a different question. By the way, we do not deny that it will not be done. We are simply, my question is, results in the 14 polling stations, in an election where you do not get 100%, and that is evidence, would this make you a winner of that election? For your interest.
My lord, I cannot answer that since the results were not returned.
I have no further questions now.
Yes, my lord, it will be not so long. If my witness was broken down. My lord, maybe before I begin the re-examination, with your guidance, my lord, I don't know if we are going to do another witness. Because if we are, then I arrange for a witness to come closer. We'll just finish this one. I'm obliged, my lord. Honorable Farida, this is my honorable, my lord. I will take you through a number of questions, clarifying and giving you an opportunity to explain what my colleagues have been asking. That's the purpose of re-examination. Let us go to the tally sheet. The results tally sheet. If you could go there. Page 1 of that tally sheet. I hope this one. The fourth polling station. The fourth polling, do you see? It's called Excel Primary School A to KH.
Yes, my lord.
What did you get?
I got a total of 450 votes.
And what did the first respondent get?
I got a total of 120 votes.
Another polling station way down, it is the fourth from down. It's called St. Augustine Brown N to Z. Have you seen it? What did you get?
244 votes.
What did the first respondent get?
101 votes.
The next page, the tally sheet. I think this is the 12th from top. It's called Let Stanley Cease Compound. 12th line from top. Let Stanley Cease Compound.
Page 023.
Have you seen it?
Yes, I
You have seen it. What did you get? That police station.
290 votes, my lord.
And what did the first respondent get?
82 votes, my lord.
But just examples. I'll go to the next question. So in all of those polling stations, who won?
I won, my lord.
Let's keep on the tally sheet. Let's keep on that tally sheet. The last column on the tally sheet shows you how many voters turned up. No, the last column on the
Yes.
not row, column on the tally sheet shows you the number of voters who turned up at a particular polling station, and therefore the percentage turnout.
Yes, my lord.
Let's skip to that first page of the tally sheet. That first polling station we referred to, Excel Primary School. Are you there? Excel Primary School A.
Yes, my lord.
What is the voter turnout? At the extreme end of the tally sheet, what's the voter turnout?
54%, my lord.
The next line, the next polling station, which by the way you also want. The next slide, what is the voter turnout?
51.9%.
Okay. Let's go down again to the last one on that page. Considered St. Augustine N to Z. What is the voter turnout?
43.7. I know.
On the next page, the polling station we referred to that had 290 for you. What's the voter turnout?
54.5%.
Down there is a polling station called Let's Stanley's Mrs. Compound. Not, I think, like 6 rows from where you've been reading, where you got 324. Have you seen? Let's Stanley's Mrs. Compound, about 6 rows from where you read.
Yes.
And where you got 324.
Yes, ma'am.
What is the voter turnout?
44.4%.
Let us go to the page list of the tally sheet. I think it's page 4 of the tally sheet. It's 4.
Yes, my lord.
Are you there?
Yes, my lord.
There is a polling station called Imperial Primary School A to KAS. It's the second on that page. Counting page. Let me count them again. For the 5th page of the tally sheet. Page 5 of the tally sheet. The second polling station from 4.
Yes, my lord.
What did you get by the way at that polling station?
87.
No, what did you get at votes?
700 votes.
And that's what did my NALUKOOLA get? What did the first respondent get at that polling station? This small performance. What was the voter turnout at that polling station?
87.6%.
Okay, let's go to the next page of the tally sheet. I think it's line 1, 2, 3, 4 from down. The polling station is called Metho NAN-NAZ. Have you seen it? The next page, from where we went. Have you seen the polling station? Okay. What did you get?
400 votes, my lord.
And my friend NALUKOOLA, what did you get?
69 votes, my lord.
Again, a dismal performance. What was the voter turnout?
50.96%.
That one we can see. So when Mr. Novas took you to the very last page of that study, very, very last page, and asked you about the 14%, how do you understand it? What is the 14%?
It's an average percent.
Now, all of us here in this room agree that results from the polling stations, 14 polling stations, did not come back. Mr. Eric has just admitted. My question is, if the EC did get the results, is there any way that you know, that anybody would know how many people voted at those stations?
No, my lord.
Is there also any way anybody would know which candidate got what at those police stations?
No, my lord.
I don't know if they took out the calculator. You can get it again. And tell the court by way of an exact figure the difference between you, the final result for you, and the final result for NALUKOOLA. Just do that small math for me. What NALUKOOLA was declared with, what you were declared with. What's the difference and tell the court.
8,880. My lord.
This polling station. Sorry. Have you repeat the figure for my colleagues here? They are scared about it. And repeat it.
Because we are
Just repeat the math for my colleagues to not play different.
8,881.
These agents of yours that Mr. Mills referred you to, fairly extensive. Did they tell you why they did not report back results from this 14 polling station? Did they give you a reason?
Yes, my lord.
What reason did they give you?
The votes were not fully counted.
Which political party sponsored you?
The National Resistance.
Also from your knowledge as Mr. Mills was asking you, do you know the political symbol of the National Unity Party?
Yes, my lord.
What is that political symbol?
It's an umbrella.
Do you also know their political slogan?
Yes, my lord.
What is that slogan, if you know it?
People power, our power.
Can we go to page 12,060? Page 12,060. 12,1260. Page 1260. Are you there? Page 1260.
Yes, my lord.
What is there?
The affidavit.
Whose affidavit?
Okay.
Would you repeat that, please?
The affidavit for Nasan and Devon.
What does she say in that affidavit? The question of whether she was able to vote or not.
In paragraph 6 of her affidavit, she says, I also did not return to the polling station for fear of being brutalized by the violent individuals. Out of that fear of what had happened to my friend, out of the fear that what had happened to my friend would happen to me, I turned back and I did not want to proceed to vote.
Families also took you through numerous complaints, if you reported, all those sorts of things. When did all of these complaints take place?
On election day, I don't.
Have you complained about those things that happened in election?
We came to court.
Your affidavit says you saw it on the 9th of April 2025. It's okay, that's not it. Mr. MCC also showed you the affidavit of Nathan Chema. It was shown also on the 9th of April 2025. Where were these affidavits sold?
At the NRA electoral commission offices in vote.
And lastly, my lord, I said I will not be wrong. Lastly, my lord, on Eric's question, he told me to ask you about polling stations and number of voters. From your understanding and knowledge of elections, is a winning candidate declared on the basis of polling stations or vote stars?
My lord, on the vote stars.
My lord, that is all. I thank you.
Thank you, madam.
Is that it?
The hearing is adjourned to tomorrow at 9 a.m.
Okay, so lwenja tulaba tugenda kudda mu lunaku lw'enkyakoti eddamu ssaawa 3 ate olunaku olw'enkyakaso NALUKOOLA yali yego bagenda okuba nga basoya ebibuuzo kuba omulungi atulaba akaseera kano yeekumiddeko bwetyo embeera
singa zonna bazikuwa wani wangudde
saka kwera kwa Musambi atazza
bateredde wetuwagati babuuza moroka zadduka zaddukawa twagala kwambuka
banyagala kumawe
kimbe betera kukolera wano
sigala wakula nti nedda kanimaki so mukirize mbasibule simanyi
yes abalungi abaliko munkirize mbasibule lunaku olw'enkya tugenda kubeera mu kooti
biki ebibaddeyo byonna kooti yaleero enyumya ayogerere ku live yange zennesonyiwa munna ndeko bakanso batunyonyole ekibadde mu kooti nekyetusuubira olunaku olw'enkya insha allah badde nkyabagamba omusajja abuuzizza Nambi ekibuuzo ti obululu buli bwokomplaininwako buli mukanti kakaaga Nalukola yakusiba obululu mukanti kanaana mu lunaana mu kampeni namugamba bwe tukwata buli ne tubukuwa kale katukkirize nti abalonzi bonna aba polling station eyo balonda ggwe ne tukwata buli bwonna ne tubuwa ggwe nga tetubugabanyizaamu osigala owangula nti nedda ebane kambalage ku Nambi oyo mukyala wakino kanso nga wakati bano bagenda kwogera gye tuli bano
yes omulungi atwala munzikirize mberekereze olunaku olw'enkya tuddemu nga tuli ne kanso Nalukola mukama